I'm Ricky Rudie, aka Bling Dawg, otherwise known as Boss Dog, Ricky Rudie, Bling Dawg. And my real name is Marlon Williams. You know what I mean? And it's been a journey in music, so stay tuned.
The world where we live in and nothing no come easy. Work hard for where you want me, I tell you, believe me.
I know myself, as Ricky Rudie, and all who know me from a tender age, they know from school days, back in the days, from as long as you know me, I always want to do music, always a DJ, or acting in play at school, church, you know what I mean? So always something to do with entertaining, you know what I mean? And I used to win a lot of DJ contests back in the days when we enter, so it's just something that I love from my heart.
If you don't like Bling Dawg, jump off on a thing, and if you don't put up in the
I know Bling Dawg all of my career, like from 1994, I can remember correctly. The first time I went to Miami, by Central Park, that was my first show in America. And it was me and Bling Dawg at that concert. He never performed, but he was there backstage with me and we took picture. I don't know if you saw that picture when he was 300 pounds. That was like nearly 30 years ago. And from then, Bling Dawg is a part of my life. He was there from the Scare Them days, all of these time in the background, working on his craft and his skill, until he evolved as Ricky Rudie, Bling Dawg. Up till this day to Double R. But Bling Dawg is more than a close friend. I think he's like a super friend to me.
Bling Dawg, Google and that's enough to stop from watching.
Throughout that journey, me and Bounty Killer was always friends, like I tell you. I met Bounty Killer before I even come back to Jamaica to do music. I met Bounty Killer in Miami. That's about 92, 94. Dukes Ranks and Beaker Bale met me Bounty Killer. And from me beat Bounty Killer that time, it's like a connection. And the weekend, him and Beanie Man had a show in Miami, but Bounty never really want to stay down at the hotel with Beanie Man them there because them time they were the fiery. And from Dukes Ranks and Beaker Bale introduced me to Killer and Peter Nar. Me and Killer them apart whole weekend. Anyway, Killer got him now left me. It's me, Bounty Killer and Wayne Marsh and Farm Alliance. Cause that was originally the alliance. But Killer art so good where he just want you to flourish. So that's where all these great artists come in now. The Movado, Cartel, Busy, you know what I mean? Idona, and a lot more artists was around in the circle. And you know why me appreciate Alliance? Because you're surrounded with so much bad artists, it forces everybody.
Me give her the Twitter love, so she give me the Twitter smile. Give her the Twitter compliment, she give me the Twitter profile. Me give her the Twitter wine, now she want the Twitter.
My name is Walshy Fire. I'm a part of Major Lazer, and it's an EDM band, and we perform all over the world and make music and produce music, and now we're going to talk about music.
Me and Walshy a friend from 3 or 5 days, Miami, from youth days. I know Walshy a long time, and it's so ironic, the same people that dealing with Walshy business, Creative Titans, they are the same people that dealing with my thing. So, and it's not nothing planned. You know what I mean? Everything just come full circle, and I respect Walshy Fire from him used to play Black China. Same thing we just tell you about. You're in an entity, you try to find a way to elevate yourself and your crew and yourself. That's what Walshy did. Because he used to play Black China and then he branched off with Major Lazer. You know what I mean? And Walshy Fire is not nobody simple in music or normal in music. He just look that way and act that way. But Walshy Fire, big. Brand Walshy, very big. You know what I mean? I respect him for that. And he's a man who show me the respect like that. And in this age and time, people that rate you and show you the love like that, there's no way for you to hold back the same energy.
In Miami, he had the influence of the hip hop and the influence of the dancehall and the influence of all the other things that happened in Miami, Spanish music, country music, pop music. And I think that played a role in him separating himself from the rest of the artists and where I do songs, because he had the balance of all of that. So basically, like you'd say, no, like, all right, I'm gonna send him a hip hop beat. And he would kill that. You'd kill that. And at the time, hip hop with dancehall vocals was an extremely popular thing. And so he would be able to vibe on anything and just mash up anything. So at the end of the day, also in his songs, the pattern, it just was different, because he's coming from a different vision. He's coming from a different ear. So even when he moved to Jamaica, I think that was initially why he exploded so quickly in Jamaica, because he came with an influence, a different pattern, a different sound than what everybody else was doing, Because when him said, well, I wake up in the morning and I give my girl a kiss, it was like that. Nobody heard nothing like that. As an intro for the song, as the first thing you say, no one had started with that kind of energy and those kind of top liners and even that kind of lyrical content. It was like a story that was going on, and he was full of that. It was just them kind of something, So from then till now, I don't think he's changed much in the fact that diversity.
He's not really starting out as a rapper per se, but the environment where I grew up in and what I grasped from the bridge of the two music of dancehall and hip hop, because I grew up in Miami, you know what I mean? So going to school, I surrounded with hip hop. When I'm home and me and other friends them from family members and so, I'm surrounded with reggae or dancehall. So me listening to hip hop at a tender age and listening to dancehall at a tender age, that's what embedded and bridged my kind of style of DJing. Because honestly speaking, when me come to Jamaica, I never too much people there really DJ with the rap flow. You know what I mean? Like me, off the boat. When man drop the anchor, war them want. That's something that come like something new. You know, where I bring to the table. And what my hardest part was, for me being an artist, I didn't want to sound like anyone.
I got Asylum. When again? Thursday night. I'll be at J Willing at the dance. And we there by the bar. Cause we have a little corner, but always that's over there. And we there by the bar and think. And them time they know. Them have a little stage, like I mean you call it a stage, a little step where you just step up. And then some rhythm start run. And couple DJ are gonna perform and thing. And I say, all right, watch, yeah. Nothing I still. Like true, me so far, all I see is like yes or up. And then we just hear the rhythm and roll. And we just hear, if I know me, I was like, I look up. I was like, Ricky Rudie. And then he said, AKA Bling Dawg. I said, Bling Dawg? Who's Bling Dawg? Ricky Rudie, AKA Bling Dawg. But the people them start. I mean, I say, yo, that's Ricky Rudie, man. That's Ricky Rudie, the little chubby guy that used to go at Saturday studio. That's Ricky Rudie. I used to do a Triton studio. I said, that's. And hear the judgment. The reason why I think he had the place on lock, not so much people know him, but the energy on the stage that night, because hear him do. He got on stage and he was just silent. He never said no word. And the rhythm I roll. And it's like everybody was just like, all right, what you gonna do? And he was like, and his face was like a pit bull. And it's like him just there and he said, Ricky Rudie, AKA. And the people was just like, yo, what? And then the man spit maybe 4 bars and take off Rastafari forward. Like the place lift. I saw something that night that I did not have a true clue how serious he was about this music. I'm there in Miami, and he said, done with Miami. If I'm doing dancehall, I go Jamaica and do dancehall. Whatever is in front of me, I'll just deal with it. But I'm gonna jump out this window and land however I land. And he flew.
Elevate. Elevation. So that this is a journey and it's a growth. So just look out for it. It have crazy musical brothers and families on it. So features like Busy Signal, Romain Virgo, Christopher Martin, Popcaan, Morgan Heritage, Tanya Stephens, and Bounty Killer. You know? So trust me, this project is fire. Junior Gong produced 2 tracks on it, Bobby Digital produced on it, Baby G produced on it as well. You know? So trust me, and I produce on it as well. And we have a lot of musicians that played on it that is crazy. Real musicians. This is something that you can drive in your car and listen to, you know, and you won't get tired of it and you won't sound annoying because every track have a different feel.
And we don't follow trend. Rate every penny, if follow $1 friend. Yeah, I'd see everybody them sell out.
When I tell my friends about this, alright, for one, Busy always encourage me to do them kind of music. You know what I mean? But you see, if you don't have the obedience, you know what I mean, and the humility, it's all kind of difficult because you get caught in the hype. And all one drop is not that kind of music. It will reach, and when it reach. Killer, love the journey. I'll tell you a story. When I approached Junior Gong, he was so amazed because he looked at me and tell me, say, I'm very impressed because I come to him to produce a song for me.
Describe your relationship with Bling Dawg. I don't have a relationship with Bling Dawg. Why? Bling Dawg is one of my colleagues, my color. You know what I mean? I hold the respect for Bling. Take the art form serious. The lyricist, respect lyricists.
Usually, him probably would get invitation to other things, but he must say this is very rare for artists like me to come to him and say the love for him to produce a song for me. I'm not telling a lie. The chemistry with me and Junior Gong, it was so awesome. He produced 2 tracks, and being in the studio with Junior Gong for a period of time and see how they work and their work ethics, it changed my whole vision towards music. The same day I make sure I go buy a guitar city in Miami. Because there's no way I want to reach on that level of music and say all these people that's so great in music can play 3 and 4 instruments. So that means if I really on a level that I want to go, I have to start from somewhere.
My contribution to the project is production. And I was very honored to be asked by Bling to produce because, of course, most of the time when you find other artists reach out to us, it would more so be for a collaboration. And a lot of people don't know that we do production because a lot of the music we put out for ourselves throughout the years, we produce it in-house between myself and my older brothers and the rest of the extended family who is here with us and things. So Bling reached out to me and not asked me to put my voice on a beat, but to produce something is a compliment that he doesn't even know how big that compliment. That is a bigger compliment than if he asked me for voice on the beat personally, because I'm definitely trying to, you know, improve myself as a producer and, you know, grow in that arena. So for him to really involve me in the project just as a producer was quite the compliment. So we give thanks, man. Big up yourself.
When I first started off, I was at Chuck back at the time, and I looked to Adrian and said, yo, you know, so I want to do a 1-drop album, you know? And in a lot of ways, he assisted me too, so big up Adrian. Bobby Digital, awesome. Baby G, you know what I mean? Bugle produced on it as well. And Baby G go for one of them old school jammies rhythm there, featuring Romain Virgo. So All my friends and my close companions, they love what I came up with, and them love the idea. And Carlington as well. Yo, it's so much people that have a piece in this that, trust me, it's a real masterpiece project.
I've heard some of the tracks from ELEV8, and it's no surprise to me. I'm not shocked. I'm not. I've seen him do this a million times. One drop rhythm, roots rhythm, studio one rhythm. You know, I've seen him write and do dubs on these things all the time. So for me, it's not a departure from what I've seen. I've been able to be in his circle long enough to see him. I mean, if the man say, yo, I'm doing a heavy metal album, I wouldn't be shocked because I've seen him do it already, you know? But I do think for the fans, and I do think for the people that are listening to Double R, you know what I'm saying? I think that they're gonna get a good musical journey. The tracks are just fire on the beat side, like it's undeniable. He's got some of the best producers in the game on this album, and he's one of the best writers. You know, he writes for other artists, and he writes for other artists of all genres. He not just write for dancehall, and write for everybody. So, you know, when you got one of the best writers doing songs on some of the best production, it's going to be an amazing journey. So I've heard it, and I cannot deny that it's exactly what this musical land space needs right now. A project that's kind of like on a level that a lot of people haven't put out a project on. You know, I mean, his features, and again the production, you know, and then what he himself is saying. You know, no one has really done something like this in a long time.
Patriotic summer medal for my uniform.
Bling Dawg always sing reggae tracks. He sing for every rhythm. Everybody in Alliance always have that perception of we have to do every type of music. Because we always teach them these things that whenever you go to a concert, the mood and the vibes have a lot to do with it. Before you go on a reggae show, you now have a reggae song to sing. Before you go up on stage and a reggae rhythm to play. You understand? So the whole of we always practice to do all genre, all era of the music. So Bling Dawg good at reggae from a long time. But this project now is an album project. First, Bling Dawg said he want to make an album in his whole career. And then the type of album, it's kind of different from what he do all the time. The style what we are talking about, and really depend on the style of this, the Double R growth.
Early morning work, you know, all night. Do the flex.
We live in the
Work
best
continues,
life
you know?
out here. Now watch people, I'm not care what them hear.
I'm Bling recording the Tablestone track. I something as usual. You know what I mean? It's just energy as usual. And it's like the beat. At first, when we hear the beat, when Bling bring the beat, and we hear the beat, and I say, all right, I wonder what kind of style, which way may I go with this? Because we don't just want to sing a normal thing, and we don't just want to make something, you know what I mean? Say, I put him album together. We don't just want to make something where it's just another thing, or just a typical. So it's like, the vibe, it's just the energy, the level of energy and the type of aura what surround the whole vibe when we record a song. It's just different, and you know, we do what we do and do our best, you know. Some different metaphors and the style, and then the topic say the tables turn, you know what I mean? Some people have their turn, you know, the tables turn to a different person's turn. It'll come around to your turn, or probably go back around. Some people even lose them turn, you know. Some people get them turn and abuse them turn, you know. Some people overdo their turn and then it get dangerous, you know what I mean? Some people, the cycle of life pass them and they probably now come back to them. Some people say opportunity come but once. I don't really believe that, but sometimes you have to really know what you're doing and how you're using your opportunity or how you're approaching your opportunity. So it really, I tell you, what go on in terms of, you know, the whole cycle of life, the tables turn, and where we are forward from, you know, where we have the dreams to go and what we're doing now. And Bling spit some stuff on it too.
You know how far we are come from.
We don't talk this thing and don't do the work. We live it, you know what I mean? So we actually live the work.
We don't trust them.
Bling Dawg personal growth as well as the musical growth, I respect so much. Because as a person, before I'm back time, I'm always a strive for progress. In reasoning ever different. In not really follow crowd. If you care what nobody else say with the rest of people, he just do it, he's very focused. I love that. I'm inspired by that. I respect that. Say you can in a space where we come from a very long space, and we come from a space where people encroach upon each other with them thoughts, with for them action. So the fact that he put that in the middle of that, and he was not a sideline guy. He's a man who stand up in the middle of everything will happen and still not affected by it. I am very impressed. Trust me, I'm very impressed.
Moving up, we're moving forward. Street side education, sometimes better than fever.
Me no fool for drink no liquor and go pass out, yo.
We're friends outside of music, you know what I mean? So he's doing something different, you know what I mean? He's a dancehall act and him a venture over in our world, which is reggae music. So he said he wanted us to do something. And I always love him in talent and what he have to offer. So it was a joy for me because when Ricky bossed, you know what I mean? I was in high school or so. Yeah, so just to be able to be on a record with him, it was a pleasure for me and an honor for me. So when he expressed it, when I love him, we do something together for his album. Ready Man, you know, and he sent me the Ready Man. I want to tell you, so we voice something first, because it's produced by Junior Gang, so Gang did I say, yo, I want something different, man. Give me that vibe, yeah. And I said, alright, from the vibe I look for, I get that vibe, yeah. And this is the end result, you know, so, yeah, man. Big vibes, man, big vibes.
Watch the verbs, them where you use up mankind so dark.
Do I think this project is a sign of elevation? 100%. Yeah, man, it's a change. It's not just a change in direction or a change in focus, but it's a change in the artist himself. You know? It's an evolution per se. Yeah, so he's done the whole Bling Dawg vibes, and as in slang says, new me. You me, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's new, it's fresh, and it's something that is substantial. It's musical substance that will last. You understand? So when it connects with the masses, it will stand the test of time. You understand? And I feel like that is in itself elevation.
Above the negative, pure positive, we get them.
We're gonna elevate because we need to.
All my babies, all my ladies.
The album is very diverse. You know what I mean? When you have artists like Morgan Heritage, for example, but then you can come back and hear another collab with Popcaan. You know, that is two different generations. You know, when you can hear something with Bounty Killer, you know, and then something with Busy Signal, it's almost like it's a good mix, you know. And you know, myself, Christopher Martin, you know, Tanya Stephens, you know, so it's just one amazing, you know, piece of project, and I can't wait for the world to hear this, you know, and especially because of the sound of the project, you know, it will spark some interest.
When me miss your present, baby girl, like you me call, me want we stick together like concrete to wall.
I know that you know, his brother was always inside of the studio, always at work, but you know, when he mentioned him want to do a song together because he might put out an EP and thing, I said to Bling, say, so you have an album out already? And he said, no. So I said, yo, why not do an album? You know, so I remember that clearly, you know, and you know, it's just a joy to see how patient, you know, and how hardworking and dedicated he is to the craft, you know, and I'm proud of him, and glad to say it finally there now, you know, and so the world can hear, you know, a masterpiece, you know, because you know, it's amazing, man. Just the producers and working on this album, you know, the artists, it's amazing. One view him is a brother who you know, him always grew up in terms of, you know, the music, the delivery, you know, him think, you know, what am I saying on the music, you know, everything about from back in the days, you know, when I used to listen to him as a part of the Alliance crew to know, you know, it is a different Bling Dawg in terms of maturity, you know. So with that look upon elevation as, you know, elevating himself from that level, from that point back then to now, he's a way more mature, artist, in every way, to be honest. In personality, the direction where I go. It's just a great move, I'm really proud of it.
Mindset have a lot to do with it as well. Your surrounding have a lot to do with it. We associate yourself with musically at the time have a lot to do with it. And most of the time in the business, I really didn't have a full management structure. You know what I mean? So all them Creech and all them Ajibunks and all those songs where you hear are just me pushing forward to make myself a better person. So if I had the knowledge that I had now back then, it would have happened. But not now before the time.
My God is amazing here when we cry.
Bling Dawg is put equals work ethic. Rihanna sing work. I should sing work. The man, just like when he did fitness, the man don't laugh in a fitness world. If Bling Dawg tell us that he's going to jump over the mountain there, he's going to do it. If Bling Dawg tell us that he's going to write a song with 1 million lyrics, just know say, I know 999 and I have 1 million. The man brain, me think me did stay away, the man the serious man me.
Yo brother, I've heard some stories about them and they. Yeah man, them fear.
So work ethic, that's something when me even admire from him and me inspired with Bling with that. When me I write my lyrics them, me always want to write a lyric when Bling hear it, him say, boy Tarry, it's bad enough. And I say, wow. Or even when me, I try my fitness thing now, if me I do 12 push-up, I say no, 20, because Bling did see me Bling with a cuss. Them man they have full, if determination was a person, and work ethic was a person, a Bling Dawg, Junior Gang. Bling Dawg cannot get produced by Junior Gang if I Bling Puffy, It have to be Dawg, You understand me? So, Junior Gang, Bling Dawg, that's the only greatness I'll get. You know what I mean? Damian Marley is my brethren, but him don't co-sign either artist. So when you hear him say, yo, Bling ready, it's a serious thing. Me want to hear them tune in. I don't hear him either one from me, but I go hear him.
You mean? Double R is a reinvention. This is not Ricky Rudie Bling Dawg. This is from Ricky Rudie Bling Dawg to Double R. So it's a different dimension of his career. And this is a father now. This is a husband, a family man, a businessman, an artist. This is not just Bling Dawg, the youth who did come up. Now him reach different stages. And this is the way mind frame there.
At the most, through the journeys, the up and down.
And this album says ELEV8. And I feel like Bling Dawg, his fan base, the people who would have known him from day one. This is something that, they first of all would appreciate, because this is the root of the music. This is where it's coming from. When I listen to some of the rhythms on the album, this is where it's coming from. With a fresh sound to it. With Bling Dawg singing, with myself and all the other artists that are featured on it. It's like you take something from the past and the sound you put on it kind of give it this refreshing sound to it. So definitely an album that will appeal to his fan base from day one, and then it will open the minds of the younger people who need to know where it's coming from, to hear and understand. So I think it's one of the best ideas, Bling could have forward with.
Bling Dawg has put years of work into this. This is not something where him just wake up and say, yo, boom, and then by the end of the night him drop it. 3 years? Wow.
Bling, my brother, I've witnessed the changes, not just in you as a personal being with the fitness and all of that, but musically, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that I'm a part of this movement, that you're trying to do a part of this change. And give thanks. Give thanks for including me in this body of work. I feel like it will do wonders for you and for your career. And proud I am, my brother. Nothing but love. You understand what I say? So, yeah. Upness. You know the Shreps. 48.
I don't get to work on the project. But there will be other projects, but I still endorse it, you know what I mean? Them leave me out for now, yeah. But it's alright. Don't let me out next time, Bling. Don't ramp with me. Please.
ELEV8, you know, double R album. You don't know, Ricky Rudie, aka Bling Dawg. I want to encourage, you know, my fans, his fans, you know, fans and lovers of reggae music, dancehall music, to go out and get this album. Promise you won't be disappointed. The artists that are featured on it, the songs, what he's saying, the direction that he's going, it's just amazing, man. So, Bling Dawg, big up yourself every time. And to all the listeners, all the people out there who love true reggae and dancehall music, I encourage you to go out and get this one. Make it be a collector's item.
Double R. Ricky Rudie, yeah? Double R. Yeah, man. Now we are forward from double fire. Yeah, man, you know what the thing goes, so I just them level there. Yeah, man, the ELEV8 album, go get it, listen to it, support it. Yeah, man, you know the something go. This is Busy Signal here, truly right here. Yes, I said big up Bling Dawg, straight. Yeah, man, and big up all of my brother them throat music, all of my sister them throat music. Yeah, man, I know the something go. But right just now, ELEV8.
Elevation is something where we need in this nation because from we born we there get and we can't get out and we have to get up. But when I say now, most people always say the youths them now sing positive music and now we dance all I go and rare and when the youth them sing positive music, we don't support it. And when the youth them sing positive music, we not go like, where him go with roots music? A Chronics is sing that, or a Protege if sing that, or a Pyramid or Jesse Royal, like somebody specific for sing good music or positive music, or we don't want everybody to place positivity in them moments. So we are encouraging, go out, give this album some support, give it a listening ear. It's not the typical Bling Dawg, Ricky Rudie that you know. This is double R on another level. Different meditation, different temperament, different content. Support good music. Most of we always I say the youth them nah sing rare this and that, and when the youth them try, we discourage them. That's why them go sing one bag of something about some place where you wash and some place where you wash and then we don't bash them. So Uno are the one who discourage good courage. So people, ELEV8, Bling Dawg new album featuring a whole host of great stars. I can't even get to go into it, but I'm gonna be on it. So please support reggae, dancehall, Jamaica music. This is a roots dancehall album. Roots, reality and culture is our culture. So we are asking you. Bus a load people across a road, temperament build up through them have a rougher road. We know it rough out there, but we have to get rough with the rough and the going. Love, no ends. Bless up. ELEV8.
I want to give thanks that I live to see this project finish. You know? And bless up everybody that put a finger, put a foot, put a thought, you know what I mean? Put a vision to this project. That's what I like. So, I don't know if you remember everybody, but everybody that played a part on this album, you have Junior Gong, you have Baby G, that's King Jammy's son, you have Adrian Lock, Bugle produced a track on it as well, Bobby Digital the Great, and Bobby Digital track kind of really special to me. You know why? Because him is a legend and an icon in the music where most of these young youth now, they wouldn't really go check out Bobby Digital, and when, to me, it come like one big man for me when I go check Bobby Digital. And the love what him show me and the interest what him put in the whole track is amazing. You see me? And the features them is awesome. Big up Popcaan for giving me that strength that the prayer we use. When we go link Popcaan, the vibes just flow. You know? Flow. And you have Nigel Staff that played on it as well. You have Lenky Mars that played on the album as well. Carlington from day one, that was one original youth. We're the boat where me and him just try from in the beginning with "My Father God guide me," and that song probably about 7 years You know? So just give thanks to everybody that put a foot. Creative Titans, run, big up yourself, cause trust me, the interest that he sparked in the album even motivate me to push further. And we have a lot of things in store coming as Creative Titans musically. And the album is ELEV8. So it's a journey. So if you plant a tree and the tree don't grow, it dead. So as long as you live, you have to continue to grow. You have to continue to grow. So that's why I come up with this album, ELEV8. And 2 years or 3 years from now, I'm supposed to still elevate and up on a different level. So if me can elevate, you can elevate. And you always have to put a mark in life where you say, yo, you take myself to that journey there. Because if you're living and don't have a means, it don't make no sense. So you have to have goals where you have set where you need to be accomplished. You have journey where you need to go upon. And sometimes it's the good journey and that's the betterment of yourself and the practice to nurture your craft to that level the way you really want it on. So let's go out and get the album ELEV8.
Prayer warrior on standard. My God is a